wind damaged shingle. And one of the things that I wanted to point out specifically was the condition of these shingles. Notice how a lot of these are no longer even adhered. And one of the things that we run into when doing a repair is the shingles not adhering back correctly due to the material asphalt transfer. And if you'll notice, you can take, just as an example, this shingle here, even though this isn't the one we're working on, just to kind of show you for reference. I mean, just trying to unseal the shingles, they're tearing. But you notice on the back of this shingle, you have the transfer of the glue strip to the back of the shingle, which means when we install a new shingle, it's never going to adhere back correctly. We're still going to attempt to do that right here where this shingle is missing. We've got our new shingle. And of course, it's the same color, it's just that this one is significantly older. So that's what the new one looks like. And you can tell just from looking at the difference, the age and the condition of this specific slope as well as the other slope. So right here is where we're going to be working. This shingle is damaged. And so that is one we're going to attempt to replace. We'll go ahead and get our shingle bar, because we always use a shingle bar when doing these repairs. We don't ever want to unseal the shingles improperly. I know that can cause a problem. You'll notice I tore the shingle right there. And again, I'm being gentle. It's just that this is a older roof, and the shingles are a lot more brittle than they would normally be. And unfortunately, see, look right there. Unfortunately, that's what you run into. You can't even hardly unseal these without tearing them up. Look at that, tore the felt paper. So now there's no underlayment. I just don't understand how somebody expects us to repair this. I mean, look. It's not repairable. That shingle, this shingle, all right, let's get our new shingle. The Heritage is still available, but not in this specific size. It's a 5 5/8 exposure, which is what this one is. 5 5/8. 5-inch. 37 inches long. 38 inches long. 39 1/4 inches long. Again, I have the spec sheet. I can show you when this shingle was discontinued and what year. They still make a Tamco Heritage, just not in the same size. So again, now we have to cut and manipulate this shingle. Watch what happens when we cut it. If we cut this shingle to fit, the exposure is still going to be different. Now, when we cut this exposure, you're cutting the glue strip off the bottom of this applique as well. So, go here. Again, this isn't the proper way to do it. But, not only do we have a failed shingle, it's not repairable, but also, too, the shingles are discontinued. And also, I'm up here on this roof cutting a shingle to attempt to make it fit. But again, it's not the width that's necessarily the problem, it's the exposure length that's the problem. So now we measure this to cut 5 inches. I'll show you what we're doing. And again, this is not in any way the proper way to do this. Also, too, you're never going to cut a straight line. Half-ass doing it. Look at what we're cutting off. There's a glue strip right here. Inside of here, notice how that shingle's just coming up now. That's because we cut the freaking glue strip off, which is right here. See? There's a glue strip there. So, the glue strip's on the bottom of that applique that we just cut off. So there's no way to repair this roof correctly. But just for representation, we're going to go ahead and continue on. I'll stick it up under here. All right, cool. Notice how this is flush where I cut it. It's longer down here. That is not good. I mean, look at this. I would say that's a big fail.